everyone, welcome back to the Integrity Botanicals YouTube channel. If you have watched my last few What's New at Integrity Botanicals videos, which you should, it is my daily or my monthly news reporting on all of the latest and greatest on the website, so make sure that you are subscribed so you don't miss them. It is going to be next week's video. Anyway, I have spoken about so many new mascara launches. It has just been the months of mascara. Mascara I am in love with. I love trying new ones, seeing what the latest, the greatest is, what wears the best, what works the best for me personally. So I thought I would sit down today and compare 5 of the latest and greatest mascara launches. I'm going to be applying them for you. I put my eyes through it for that. And I have tried all of these at length. So I have thoughts, feelings, opinions, gonna share with you all the brushes, differences, price points, really just take a deep dive on the latest. So let's start with one that has totally stolen my heart. This is from Talk Beauty. This is a really fantastic mascara that retails for $23. It does only come in this one shade, which is black, but the wand is really something that is usually not my favorite, but I have come to really, really love it. So it is this more thin, totally plastic style wand, but this does a great job at gripping all of the lashes, separating them, and getting you some serious length, and that is definitely my favorite thing about this. So the plastic packaging that it is in, it is recyclable. It does come in one shade, which is this beautiful rich black. This is the mascara that I'm wearing here as I talk today, but you'll be seeing me apply this. It layers beautifully, and most importantly, it wears fantastically. If you have issues with smudging, smearing, anything like that, this is the mascara that you need to try. If you really enjoyed the Well People Expressionist mascara that we used to have on the website, you would really like this as well. It's a very, very similar brush and very similar look on the lashes as well. This is also formulated with ingredients that help strengthen the lashes. It is a 100% vegan formula, if I've yet to mention that, and just a really nice long wearing one that I have been loving to wear on a daily basis. And I am in the hot, humid South Florida heat, so I really put these things to the test. And as I've worn it now for a few weeks, and as the formula started to dry out, I still really like it. So I think that's a testament as well. Moving right along, we've got the RMS Straight Up Volumizing Peptide Mascara. This retails for $26. The brush on this guy is really nice. If you like a very fluffy, bristly wand. So this wand is really big. It's even bigger than I would say the Hynt Beauty Nocturne Mascara, if you're familiar with that. But I actually like a really big brush because I like a lot of volume. So of course, the best way to apply mascara to avoid it getting everywhere is I like to look down in the mirror kind of like this, hold the mascara almost underneath and apply it that way. That way I can avoid the most mess. You could always turn it on its side like this to get a little bit of that more narrow shape to apply on the bottom lashes as well. But this is a nice, more thick sort of mascara. I like this one because I think it's got a nice, rich black shade. That is the only shade that it comes in. It is meant to have just thick, full, long lashes. I mean, a lot of mascaras are gonna have the same sort of MO. We want our lashes to look as long and full as possible, but I think this does a really great job for volume. I think that's really where this one shines. So if you have very naturally long lashes, this might be something to look into. It does also claim to give you 12 hours of lift and volume. I do think it's a nice lifting mascara. I've got a decent curl to my lashes, but sometimes when I go in and add a little extra curl, I find that this holds it nicely as well. This is another one that wears well. I didn't have an issue with it smudging. While I have you here, I do always like to say, if you use concealer underneath the eyes and you don't use any sort of setting powder, or if you take your highlight very high up underneath the eye, and there's any sort of emollients, you are always going to get that raccoon transfer underneath your eyes after a long day. Setting that area is really the only thing you could do to very much prevent that. So I always do that, but that's a nice volumizing mascara. Then let's move along to a mascara that's been around, but it did get a little bit of a facelift. This is the Fitglow Vegan Good Lash Mascara. This retails for $38. This now features their Sky High what is it called? Their Sky High Lift and Curl Brush. So you're gonna see one end is quite fluffy, the other end is curved and has more of a spiky finish. So we basically have one end that's great for volume, then you could flip it around and separate the lashes and make them nice and long. I do find that this is more of a lengthening mascara on my eyelashes, but if you like the original formula and brush, you're still really going to like this because I find that it still looks very much the same on the lashes. If I had to pick a favorite in the lineup, I don't think this one would be it, but this one has some of the best ingredients for nourishing the lashes. And that's kind of a theme that I can see all of these are really focusing on having complexes that help to strengthen and lengthen the lashes, which I think that sort of skincare and makeup in one thing is just becoming more prevalent in this space to begin with. So I think it's a nice 2-in-1, especially because conventional mascaras can be really harsh on the lashes. They can be very difficult to get off. All of these are very easy to remove as well as easy to apply. So of course, this is a vegan formula. It is a mascara, serum, and conditioner all in one. I do think it gives a nice wispy finish to the lashes, and I do think this is probably one of the blackest formulas. Whenever I go to remove it, I just really notice how rich and saturated that this color is. So in here there's vegetable collagen, there's horsetail plant extract, and there's organic rice bran wax as well. All of those help aid in the strengthening and lengthening of the lashes. I'm a bit of a floozy with mascaras. I use all of these interchangeably, so I can't really attribute what is what, but it certainly is not hurting my lashes. My lashes look as good as they ever have, which is fantastic. Moving right along, Hynt Beauty released their Flirt mascara. This mascara here is $29, 8 milliliters worth of product, and it's in a really cool glass tube, which I found very interesting. The wand on this one's a nice in-between because it is a bristly brush, but it's a little bit more narrow and thin, significantly more thin than something like the RMS. Very similar in size to the Talk, but as opposed to plastic bristles, they are bristly bristles. So I think this gives the most beautiful wispiness to the lashes. It's really easy to apply. It just totally coats the lashes right away. Nice and easy. This one's really cool because it comes in 2 shades, both jet black and brown. And you're supposed to experience 3 times more volume in your lashes in 15 days. So again, if you've tried this, if this is the only mascara that you've used, I'd love to know what you think about that part. I always take that as a nice added bonus. I just like a nice high-performing daily mascara that's easy to put on and take off, like I've already stated. So they have their Wide Lash Serum included in here. So that is meant to promote lash growth with the peptides, as well as be a nice, long-wearing formula. This is another one that I think wears so beautifully. All of the ones that I mentioned, I really don't have any issues with transferring at all whatsoever, even if it makes your lashes nice and long. When you have a more hooded eye shape like myself, sometimes you can get transfer up in that crease area. This does not do that. This one builds particularly nicely as well because the formula feels very lightweight. It feels more lightweight than some of these other formulas. So if you have an issue with your lashes feeling heavy, that may attribute to them not holding a curl as well. This might be something to look into. Love the packaging on this guy, and of course love that little lash serum complex they've included as well. Next up, I don't even think I've shared this one in a what's new video. This is where you're hearing it first. This is the Kjaer Weis Impossible mascara. This is a $32 mascara. I love this beautiful red packaging. It is of course refillable, so you can remove the red packaging. Underneath is 50% recycled plastic, so once you run out, you can just purchase your refill and you are good to go at an even lesser cost. So that's really nice as well. The brush on this guy is quite interesting because it has a flat side and a fluffy side. So this is meant to both, of course, have a clump-free means of volumizing and lengthening the lashes. So the curved side is great for volume, the flat side is great for length. As I am applying it, I did try to switch between the two, and this actually is one of my favorites. This one is great to layer with the Talk. I really like doing that because the Talk has such amazing length and this has such amazing volume. The formula, it does take to be quite creamy, and it is, but it's not clumpy, which is something I really enjoy as well. It's kind of hard to find, and it's also very easy to remove. So I have no issue really with removing any natural mascaras just because they're not formulated with any harsh ingredients, but very gentle and easy on the eyes, which is always something nice when you are using an oil cleanser to break it down at the end of the day. But beautiful ingredients in here, always organically farmed. That's something that you can always count on with Kjaer Weis, in addition to it just performing beautifully. I did want to mention this one for me. If it is the hottest day in the world, I'm gonna be wearing this for like 10, 12 hours. This won't be the one that I reach for because I did experience a little bit of transferring on my upper lashes. Nothing underneath. I wasn't really getting raccoon, just a little bit here. But I think it's because this one gives my lashes the most volume and length, I think, of all of them. The talk and this one are probably my two favorites, especially in combination with one another. But I just want to put that out there. Make sure that you are setting the eyes. If you're using a cream shadow, maybe not the one to use it with unless it is set. I did just want to share my personal experience, I mean. So something to put out there. It's not a hot mess or anything. It's not going to be a hot mess 2 hours in. I just take the extra steps to make sure I'm getting the longevity out of that one. So I hope that you found this helpful, everyone. Say thank you to my eyeballs. They took a beating to share with you all the differences. At the end of the day, I think they all look really, really nice on the lashes themselves. I did not have any qualms or complaints as far as the end results on these guys, but you do always have your personal favorites, and the talk and Kjaer Weis are mine. The talk I've definitely been reaching for on the most consistent basis because I really like the level of control you get with that small of a plasticky brush. But we all have our own preferences. I hope seeing them all in relation to each other was helpful. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, things that I didn't address in this video, always feel free to drop me a comment down below. But before you do, if you could please give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe. I do upload new videos here every single week. I don't want you guys to miss them. I do also always upload bonus content over on our Instagram once a month as well. So I thank you all so much for watching. Thank you so much for all of the love and support, and I will catch you guys in my next one. Bye.